So what is our previous class discussion? Okay. Execute underscore different underscore update. So do you remember that explanation or forget? Right, mom. All the online students must be ready to start. Open your notes. So let us go to the previous class. Once you go to your place, I hope that set category data types. Almost we are about to complete the set. Last function we are in the discussion. Symmetric underscore difference underscore update. What it will do? This function used to obtain exclusive elements of both the sets by removing what elements? Common elements, and never place the elements in the resultant data object. Are you remembering that? So I hope that this day example you want, I'll show you once. Might be you forget because of one day gap. So command prompt. This is an example I said to you last class. S2 of symmetric difference will return the result set. Will return the resultant object. Okay. Now you see when I try to print S3 is equal to S1 dot symmetric underscore difference underscore what? Update of S2. So it doesn't mean that we are getting the resultant value. You try to print that print of what? S3. What is the value printed? None. None. You print the S1. This is updating. This is updating. Okay. Now print of what? S1. You see updated result is coming. Are you getting? So here this function exclusive elements of both the sets and 1 minute and updating which one? Updating what? Source set object. Updating what object? Source set object. Source set object. Right. Write down. Syntax you write ma. Syntax. Source set object dot symmetric underscore difference underscore update of S2. Last class continuation, what we discussed it already. I spent some ample of time on this discussion. Right. Again you read this function used for obtaining exclusive elements of both the sets and update the source set object by removing the common elements and never place the elements in the resultant set object. So source set object is containing S1 is containing the updated elements. See that S1 is containing 1020. Along with that 4565 is also updated by removing the common elements. That's a functionality. Now it is the time to see update function. Shall I move to next? Okay, tell me what is the update function will do? Already told yesterday also. Let us look at, first complete this. Try to compare with symmetric difference, obtaining only common elements. Resultant object is coming. Here at update, we are updating that with the symmetric difference elements in the source object. Okay, coming to the next one, update function. Let's watch this example. Something like this. S1 is equal to, I told you yesterday, some elements 10, 20, 10, 20, and this is called a Python. Some value is available. There is one more thing called S2, which is called 100, and then Java here, that is another set we had. Now I want to update S1 set with what elements? S2 elements. How do you do it? You try to do that. S3 is equal to S1 dot update of S2. Try to apply some intelligence. S1 elements updated with what elements? And don't think that elements are kept in where? S3. Even though you write, you never get any result on it. Print of what? S3. What is the result? None. And you print what? S1. See that along with what? These elements, along with that elements, already these elements are coming. Python 20 and what? 10 plus 100 and Java is also coming or not? So updating the elements of source set with the another set element. Okay, write down. Functionality. Same wording. This function updates the elements of source set with the elements of destination set object. Syntax: source set obj dot update of destination set object. Don't come later. Destination set object. Example. S1 is equal to 1020. S2 is equal to Java and Python. S1 dot, I'm straightforward writing, update of S2. S1 dot update of S2. Print S1. Print S1. Which is going to print in any order 2010 Java Python. Some order. All elements are coming. And S2 is containing as it is the elements called Java Python. easy. So last and final, copy. Have you heard about copy in my class? What is the meaning of copy? Transferring the content of one set object into another set object, or one object into another object. How many types? Come on, fast. Two types. One is shallow copy, deep copy. What is this copy method will, copy function will do? Shallow copy. Always copy function will give you shallow. Right. We applied on list, we apply wherever it comes, you just go for what? Shallow copy. Right. So what is this? Used to copy all the elements of source set into destination object. And that copy process is called shallow copy. Write down. This function copies the elements of source set object into destination set object. Destination set object in the bracket performs shallow copy. Actually, I should you only performs shallow copy I need to give, but I written everything. Shallow copy. So there you write syntax. Yes, destination set object is equal to source set object dot copy. Destination set object is equal to source set object dot copy. Example, S1 is equal to 1020, S2 is equal to S1 dot copy. Come on. What do you mean by shallow copy? Modifications are independent or reflected? Reflected or independent? Independent. So we should not expect any modifications on this, because sometimes it is mutable, sometimes it is immutable, right? So if you want, you can just see this. I'll go for this. S2 is equal to S1 dot copy print of ID of S1 comma ID of S2. Are you following that? Both IDs are same or different? Definitely different. Shallow copy process is that only ID. So totally the base points for you. Okay. Now you print S1 comma S2 also. S1 comma S2 also. Both of them are like that. Now if I add anything to this, it will not be reflected here. If I add anything to S1, it will not reflect to S2. Now you add S1 dot or S2 dot add of, how to add the elements? By using add function. Python. Some element you add it. Then you print S1 and S2. So here it is added Python. It is not reflecting to whom? Right. Are you okay with this? Fine. Shall we write? Write down. Example already done. You take print of course you already understood this part. Print of S1 comma S2. Try to write it 1020, again 1020. Just for a line you write it S2 dot add of Python. You try to print once again. Python. Yes, done. So, yes to, yes, do it. Yes to. Okay, now? So this is almost all the functions are covered. So functions are over. Forgetting is also over, right? Sir, how do you know this, sir? Because you are not only one student, no? Daily I used to see so many students, right? One student raised the hand also, Kaushal. Forget means, yes, sir, he said. How many of you remember? I told 15 functions. Who remembered? 15. Very nice. Confident. Anybody else? Girls? Very good. Boys? Anybody else? This side, boys? So, should always remember these functions. Very, very important. If you don't remember the functions, so there is no meaning of it. Now let us move forward. Subheading. Frozen set. What is the next data type? Frozen set. Write down. Second one. You see the beginning of it? Beginning. Once you see. Set category data types. Two sets. One is set and one more is frozen set. Now I want to go for the frozen set. So almost everything is over. This also will be over within few minutes. Frozen set. So I can say set and frozen sets are same. One small difference. Frozen set is immutable. Set is mutable come immutable. When it is immutable, guys, when the case of set, add method. When it is immutable, item assignment. But here, frozen set never allows adding as well as never allows any type of item assignment also. And every property of frozen set is coming into where? Frozen set. So I can write in just one line only, but as a teacher, I don't want to write one line. As a teacher, I will give the notes. And if you are interested, you can write. Otherwise, you can write simple note. So if I am a student, I will write complete notes. Right? Don't feel lazy. I am writing. The functionality, don't write it. Listen. The functionality of what? Frozen set is similar to what? Set. But an object of what? Frozen set belongs to what? Immutable. And object of set is both immutable I am writing here in the case of what? Item assignment. Mutable in the case of what? Add function. I wrote again here. So my question is you should not forget. Wherever you open the notes, you should remember. This is a functions. This is a concept, I can write it. But as a teacher, like a website, I don't want to write only this point. Because you are appearing tomorrow for an interview. Maybe the student may be last class absent or something. So I want to bring all the points of set as it is to where? Frozen set. And the set elements must be included within what braces? Curly braces. And the default set is created by using what? Set function. Are you getting my point? Similarly, frozen set does not contain any notation for enclosing the elements like this. Curly brace concept is not there. Square brace concept is not there. Braces concept is not there. There is no notation for frozen set. We will convert tuple elements into frozen set. Next what? Set element into frozen set. List element into frozen set I can convert. Watch it once again. Watch it here. Now coming to the point, you take L1 is equal to some elements I am taking 10, 20, 10 and then Java I am using. Now I want to convert into what? Frozen set. Fs is equal to what is the function name of list? List of, tuple of, bytes of, byte array of, set of. What is the function name? Yes, frozen set of. Tell me, L1. Possible or not possible? How many tens are there? 2 tens are there. Allowed or not allowed? Quickly. Allowed. But what is happening? Only 110 will be coming here. Only 110 will come. Already we said sets are allowing only which elements? Unique elements. By eliminating duplicate elements. Print of fs. Type of fs I will print. Type of fs. It is going to print what? Frozen set. Frozen set. And the print of fs. See that it will print frozen set of elements will come. Frozen set of curly brace will come. See that frozen set of curly brace. What are the elements are coming? Like this. How many times 10 is there? Right. Okay, now? Right. Now you will take one set also. Now you will take one set also. S1 is equal to. S1 is equal to. Some elements like what? 10, 20. These are my elements. What I will do? L1 set. This is okay. You take it as S1. No problem. I will take this set that I want to convert to fs. Fs1 is equal to again frozen set of what? S1. Then print of what? Fs1 also frozen set. Print of what? Print of Fs1. The elements are printing what? 10, 20. So any type of list elements, tuple elements, set elements, I can convert into frozen set by using which function? Frozen set of. If you follow me, as a teacher, I would like to give for the sake of the notes, for the sake of interviews, I would like to take these properties. If you very much interested, or sir, anyhow I will be uploading this in the net, Google Drive Classroom, you can also take it. Now I will solve these points. See, all of you observe it. What is this? Frozen set. Frozen set. What? Predefined class. Already seen the predefined class or not? Just observe it. An object of what? Frozen set allows us to store multiple values of same type, different type, and both the types. An object of which set? Frozen set allows what? Organize only what elements? Unique elements. Duplicates allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Simple. An object of frozen set maintains? Never maintains. Never maintains which order? Same as set. Everything. Elements of set enclosed within curly braces and values are separated by this. That I don't want to write. Internally, the frozen set is prepared within the curly brace only, but with off and all. You have seen that like this. Frozen set off, and within that this is prepared. It's not necessary to write it. Next, an object of what? Frozen set is strictly what? Immutable. Is strictly immutable. Strictly immutable. In the case of item assignment, you take it. Look at once. How many elements we have? Fs1 is there plus Fs1 you have plus Fs is also there. Two things are there. Are you getting? How do you do it? Fs of 0 by thinking that Fs of 0 or Fs dot add of 100. Is the add function is there in frozen set? No, because frozen set object is what? Immutable. So you will get error. Frozen set object does not contain attribute called add. So click this. Frozen set object has no attribute add. Are you okay? So what are all the functions are there in the set which are modifying the set object are not there in where? Frozen set. Because it is modifying directly or indirectly. That's why those functions will not be there in the frozen set. And we will exercise once with 2 minutes. What are there, what are not there. And moreover, Fs of 0 is equal to some 123. It is also going to say does not support. Neither allows add function nor allows item assignment. Both of them are not allowed. That's what I am saying. Frozen set object is completely immutable. On the object of frozen set, what is not allowed? We cannot apply indexing and slicing operations because frozen set never maintains insertion order. Already you have written. I don't want to go for lengthy of it. Right. To convert one type of elements into which type? Frozen set type, we use which function? Frozen set of. Frozen set of. And check it once more. Look at once. Fs2 is equal to frozen set of. Just I am using Fs print of Fs2. What is the answer is coming? empty. Are you getting? To create an empty, which one? Frozen set, we use which function? Frozen set of. Syntax also I will write it. Syntax also I will write it. Fs. I will write Fs here. Fs comma Fs. What is printed? Frozen set of. And what is the type also? Frozen set. Frozen set. So we got it. Both of them. Frozen set is one. And like this. Are you able to understand? Last line, for your just for a glance purpose, I said both of them are same. Only thing is immutable and immutable. So I request you, write quickly. Just within 1 or 2 minutes, you try to complete it. You see any of the websites, you never get these many number of points because I'm collecting from python.org complete documentation from different type of IDEs also. Jupyter Notebook, Anaconda, Spider, iPad, IPython, all the points I'm clubbing and keeping in the notes. Okay, right. Slowly I will introduce IDEs also for you. Yes, ma. Shravanti, you please register in the Google Drive, ma. I'm not the correct person to accept your access in the Google Drive. You contact in the office. All of you. All of you, please contact in the office for registering in Google Drive class. Okay, PB Kumar once told the deep copy, sir. You want me to repeat, huh? Okay, currently I live in Germany. I can't call them. Okay, ma'am. Fine. So you just send a WhatsApp message at least. Right. Now, so follow that. Follow. Next I want to go for Let us move forward. Now I am saying that, can I do the deep copy on set object? Set to frozen set. Can I do the deep copy on frozen set? First of all, do you know deep copy first of all? What is that? IDs are same, modifications are reflected to each other. Right, even one student asking from number of doubts, same doubt. Now I will show you within 1 minute. Just follow it. Now I am going for command prompt. Command prompt I am taking. Look at that. Now here I am showing that S1 is equal to 1020. S2 is equal to, what is that syntax? S1, assignment operator. Assignment operator. Done. Print of what? S1 comma S2, same. Print of what? ID of S1. ID of S1. ID of S2. All of you listen, deep copy I am explaining. Right, what address? Same address. Now you add one thing. S2 dot add of something like AI. Something like AI. Print what? S1 and S2. What is happening? Both the places reflected or not? Both the places reflected. It is known as which copy? Deep copy. Shallow copy. Modifications are not reflected. Initial content is same. That already formula is explained. Okay? Right. Now you come to the frozen set. Frozen set you come to it. FS1 is equal to frozen set of S1. FS2 is equal to FS1. I am saying that. Now see that FS1, FS2, all of them are containing same. Now FS1 dot what? IDs you check it once. IDs of FS1 and FS2. FS1 and FS2. What is that? 312, 312. 312, 312. FS1 dot add of what? Some 123. You see what is happening? Even if you do the deep copy, there is no meaning for that. There is no meaning for that. Are you getting this? So deep copy, shallow copy, there is a meaning with the sets. There is no meaning of deep copy in the case of frozen set. And that copy concept you can apply on the frozen set. Something like this. Are you okay? So which functions are applicable on frozen set? Just open your functions. Open your functions, all of you. Try to work. All of you see. Even if it is not there, the notes with you. Unable to open your notes. See on the board. Add function. Frozen set. There or not there? Quickly. There or not there? Clear function. It is not a college. Yes or no, yes, no. Clear means removing all the elements. Possible? Frozen set never allows any changes. Clear is allowed? Not allowed. Frozen set clear function will do what? Remove all the elements and set object remains same or not? Yes. Then how it is possible? See, empty set. Frozen set never allows to do changes. Do you have add method? Add function? No. Clear function? No. Next discard? Not there. Next remove? Not there. Pop? Also not there. E subset? Yes. We can. E subset is not doing changes, just a checking. Yes or no? E superset? Yes. E is a disjoint? No problem. Union? Yes, it returns object. It returns object. Intersection? Yes. Difference? Also yes. Special case I told you, remember that. Symmetric difference? Also resultant object. Symmetric difference update? Not there. Update? No. Copy? Copy. Yes, no problem. We can take. But it is what copy? Shallow copy. Try to. Once you printed already FS1, FS2, FS, last and final, POP. There or not there? Not there. You apply whatever you like it. Next is called what? FS3 is equal to FS1 dot. What is this? union of, what is this? FS2, print of what? FS3. Are you getting the data or not? Yes. Now FS3 dot update of FS1. See that? FS3 dot error does not contain what attribute? Update. So one small thing we can write it. What is available? Is superset, is subset, disjoint, union, intersection, difference, copy. Those are the functions which are available. And with your knowledge, you can easily guess what functions are there. Is it necessary to write up? Necessary or not necessary? If you want, not necessary. Today not necessary, but tomorrow doubt will come. I don't want to take that week to my class. Write down. Frozen set contains the following methods, following functions. Is superset, B, is subset, C, disjoint, next D, union, next E, intersection, next F, copy. Anything else? Difference. Write down, no problem. Write down. Difference, H, symmetric difference, update is there. Symmetric underscore difference underscore update is there. No, right? So these are the methods which are present inside of it. With this, frozen set is also over. Del of what? Del of frozen set is there. Del of item is not there. Del of item is not there. Del of frozen set is there. See, I told already. Del of frozen set is there, but del of item is not there. Why? See, FS3, these are the elements. Del of FS3 of 0, not possible. FS3, what is that? Does not support item deletion. Del of what? FS3, okay, done. But completely removing, that is there. Something like a set only, right? These are called set, completely discussed. Shall we go to next? Right, save it. Next one I am going for one more thing. What is the last but one? Tell me. Dict category data type. Write down heading. Dict category data types. Dict category data types. Writing the fifth one, dict category data type. Take the English meaning of dict, always purpose. Organizing all the data types which we discussed only in row or in the column format. In other words, dict is containing the data of what? Key and then value. That is the difficult words and then easy words. Dictionary contains. The difficult words are called what? Keys, and the easy words are called values. To organize the data in the form of key comma value pair, I will go for what? Dict. To organize the data in the form of key comma value pair, I must go for which data type? Dict data type I will take. Like I want to organize, see that ACNO is equal to 11. ACNO is equal to 11. Next I want to organize customer name is equal to some Ravi Kumar. Next balance is equal to something like 2.3. Now B name is equal to something like SBI. What is this ACNO, C name, balance and all those things are called keys, and this 11 Ravi 2.3 SBI are called what? Values. To organize the data in this format, I will go for which data type? Dict data type. Tell me, this first thing, this ACNO, C name, balance, B name are called what? Keys, and these are called what? Values. See, carefully understand, these keys are what type? ACNO, C name, balance are called what? STR keys. These are. What is that keys nature? STR keys. String keys they are called. It's not only necessary to mention the STR keys. You can also maintain 1 is equal to apple. 1 is equal to apple. 2 is equal to something like what? 2 is equal to something like mango. And 3 is equal to something like, I will write like this. And 4 is equal to something. And 5 is equal to something. What are our keys? A, B, C, and then P, Q, R. What is the keys here? Don't maintain silence. Speak. Don't know about this or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are called what? Keys. Okay. What is the type? Integers. What is that? And these are called what? These keys are called what? Strings. And these are called mixing of the values. Are there or not? Yes. Not only strings and then like this. You can also maintain both mixing also. Both mixing also you can maintain. Like what? STNO. STNO. I am writing. Just a zigzag purpose I am writing. Some 123. Next to something like 12 is equal to some OUCET. OUCET. The code college name. Like that I am writing. Are you following? So here what is the keys? Keys is a combination of STR keys is there plus numerical keys are there. So the keys can be either STRs, the keys can be numerical, and the keys can be what? Both numerical and strings. Are you okay? So in dict, data is organizing in the form of what? Key comma value pair. Key comma value pair. Keys are always unique. Keys always unique. Suppose ACNO is there. Again, I cannot write ACNO is equal to 123. If at all you write ACNO is equal to 123, previous ACNO value 11 is replaced with what? 123. Are you understanding? So keys are unique or duplicate? Unique. But the value of value may or may not be unique. Suppose your balance is 2.3. Another person balance may be same or not. Another person name also same, but your account number is completely different. Are you getting? Keys are what? Key names are what? Unique. The value of value may be unique, may not be unique. Best example is your phone book. Contact person name, phone number. Contact person name, phone number. Are you okay with that? Contact person name and this. And this key is also unique, and these are called may be unique, may not be unique. One more point is the dict category is called mutable. Dict category data type is mutable because you have 4 entries here. Who knows, in further I may add one more entry also. I may delete one entry also. I may update one entry also. I can do any changes on my dict values. So dict is what type? Mutable. Frozen set is what? Immutable. Set. Tuple. Huh? Yes, list. STR. Immutable. Not doing the changes in the same place. That you forget already. Because it is 4 days back discussed now, that's why you forget. After 4 days, if I ask the same questions also, you will forget. I told you. Modification, once the value is there, that is there. Once you do the changes, removes the memory space and a modification will be kept in new address. Explained or not? Yes. STR is what? immutable, bytes, immutable, byte array, mutable, range, once you are saying some fishy answer, I may hear mutable or immutable, I am not hearing properly. Range is immutable, int immutable up to 256, later onwards I told you 0 to 256. Okay, anyhow in the operators I will explain. In the operators there is a very beautiful concept, is not, in not in, I will explain to you, don't worry about that. So fundamental data types of mutability, immutability, forget. From STR onwards I want clarity because it is a compulsory question on mutability and immutability. Last and final, everybody, wherever I ask you need to say STR, list, set, mutable come immutable, dict, set, frozen set, tuple. Are you saying correctly? I am everything listening, only able, that im or mu I am not getting it. It's you satisfied with your answers. Okay, come to the point back. I will create. Shall I go to that? Right. So for 1 minute, I will try to exercise this example with a Jupyter notebook. With a Jupyter notebook. Jupyter notebook. Anaconda. Just I am trying to use it. I will show the statements in the Jupyter notebook. Even once I can show you that process. Right. To work with it directly work with the net. Eclipse workspace. Click on it. Here you will have, like this it will come. There is an operation called new. Try to see carefully. New. There you have Python 3. Click on it. It will open the workspace for you. It will work the workspace for you. Now it is ready. Okay, see that. Now cursor is waiting. It is something like our triple greater than symbol only. Shall I create the dict update? D is equal to, and first time you are entering new concept, you will get doubt. A is equal to 10. Enter key. Print of what? A. Print of A. I want to see the result. Click on that. What? Run. Value 10 came. Next. Type of what? A. Type of A. What is that? Run. What is the type? Int. Like that I am going to go for dict. Shall I? D is equal to opening bracket and closing bracket. Once you open, automatically closing bracket will come automatically. A simple extra facility. What is the type? Set or dicta? Come on guys. Print. What is that? Type of what? D. Type of D. Run. Type of D. What is that? Dict. Print of what? D. Print of D. Run. What is that? Come on. Empty. Shall I move forward? Yes. Now I want to add the data to D. Which dictionary this is? Empty dictionary. Spell out. Empty dictionary. So I will cut these cells. Empty dictionary. I will keep it. Shall I? How do you do? D of, to the empty dictionary, I am adding the data. How to add the data to list, empty list? Append function. Do you remember that? L1 dot append of, D1 of, say D1 of, it is ready. Within that I am writing string keys, str keys I am taking. str keys means what? I should write within the single quotes. Okay, stno is equal to 12. Next, D of, enter key I said, name I said, is equal to I said Rosam. Next, D of what I am saying, marks is equal to some 67.87. Print of what? D. Print of D. What is there within the square brackets? STNO, name of marks. keys. What is this? Number, name, marks, values. Print what? D. Run. Run. What is the values printed? stno colon 12 comma name colon rosum marks colon this thing. So dictionary elements are enclosed within where? Curly brace in the form of key comma value pair. This is called key comma value pair. This is called key comma value pair. Key comma value pair. Key comma value pair separated by what? Colon, colon, colon. This key comma value pair separated by what? Comma. Are you okay? Now I want to add one more entry. One more entry I will add. Shall I add? Come on. D of C name. C name. Suppose if I don't write within the double quotes, if I don't write within the double quotes, C name, directly I am writing is equal to OUCET. You will get error. The Python interpreter is not finding what is C name. It is thinking that value. C name is actually variable. Is it having value? Now try to run it, ma. Try to run it. Come on. Name, C name is not defined. Are you getting? That's why any str keys you are using, they must be written within single quote. So I will remove this cell. I will cut this and I will write properly. Come on, ma. D of C name. Then is equal to, I am writing OUCET. OUCET. I will print once again. Print of what? Print of D. Print of D. Run. See that? C name is equal to what? OUCET. Are you understanding, ma? Now, are you understanding how to create a dict? Which dict I created? Which dict I created? Empty dict I created. Empty dict I created. And later I added the elements or not? Now, can I modify the value? Modify. I want to change my roll number. I want to change my roll number. Come on. D of stno within the single quote. How it is taken, ma? Is equal to 123. 123 for 1, 2, 3, 4. How it works? If DNO is already present in D, existing value of value replaced with what? 1, 2, 3, 4. If this stno is not present inside of D, it will be added as a new entry. Are you getting? If it is already present in stno, whose existing value of value replaced with the new value. If it is not there inside of the D, it will be added as a new entry. Understood? Right. Print ma. Print of what? D. Print of D. Run it. Run it. Here you see stno is equal to what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Name is equal to marks is equal to etc. Is it okay? Now we understood how to create an empty dictionary, how to add the values we done. Shall I go to the next? Next I am going. I will create a non-empty dict with numerical keys. Non-empty dict with numerical keys. Come on. D1 is equal to, now I written, flower bracket started. Start. Already told you. 1 colon, what is that? Apple. Or 1 colon Python. 1 colon Python. What is that? Next, comma. Key comma value pair separated with what? Colon. Terminated with what? Comma. Next, 2 colon Java. Comma. 3 colon DS. 4 colon, I say, 4 colon what? AI. Done. End of it. Enough. What are the keys here? What are the keys? 1, 2, 3, 4. What are the values? Right. Print of type of D1. Next, print of D1. After printing this entire values in this cell, I will go for what? Run. Say the answer. What is the type? Dict. 1 colon Python, 2 colon Java, 3 colon DS, 4 colon AI. Are you understanding? Now I want to change 1 colon 2 colon Java. I just want to change. How do you change? D of 2 is equal to, what is the 2? Why I did not write within the single quote? 2 is a numerical literal. 2 is a numerical literal which can identify directly. Is equal to, I am writing here Django. Yeah, D1 also. D1. Object name is a D1. Done. Next what? Print of what? D1. Execute, run it, and you are going to get what? Django. Are you getting my point? Yes. Now I want to update this value also. Are you getting this? Fine. Now I want to delete one entry. How do you delete? DEL, or instead of that, one first point I want to say. See ma, D1 of 2. D1 of 2. I am retrieving D1 of 2. What is the course? Yes. Print D1 of C. What is the value coming? Django. Next, I will say del of D1 of 2. D1 of 2. Come on. What is happening? Print what? D1. Execute. What is that? Removed. Second one is removed. Are you understanding? Are you okay? Now D1 of 2. I told you how to update it. I told you how to retrieve it. I told you how to delete also. Now on that, some operations are also there. We will do that. Tell me, how many types of dicts are there? How many types of dictionaries are there? Choosaru kada ippudu. What is this dict? What is this dict? What is this dict? Non-empty dict. Palakan. What is this dict? What is this dict? Why I am explaining first? To answer my questions, not to maintain silence. How many types of dicts? One is, yes, last and final. I want to create one more dict. D2 is equal to, I am saying that dict of, what is the function name? Dict of, tuple of, list of, frozen set of, tuple of, like that. Right? Print of what? D2. Print of D2. What is the D2? What is that? Empty. How do you create empty dictionary? By using dict of. Are you okay? Right. Shall we move forward? Then tell me, what do you know about dict? What do you know about dict? You tell me. We don't know anything about dict, sir. You know about it, but we don't know anything. I explained so far to write the properties. Tell me. This data type used for organizing the data in the form of key comma value pair. Value of keys are unique. Value of keys are unique, and the value of values are may be unique, may not be unique. Dict object is mutable or immutable? Mutable. That means we can do the changes, we can retrieve, we can delete, like that. Which function we use to create an empty dictionary? Dict of. Shall we write? Write down. Follow me. This data type or this category, you write it. This category contains only one data type. This category contains only one data type. Only one data type. That is a dict. Now I will write about dict. There you write. This data type allows us to store the data. In the form of key comma value pair. See that how I wrote the key comma value pair? In the brace I wrote key comma value pair. First point, that is about the key comma value pair I will explain. In key comma value pair, the values of key represents unique. and I write next line, and the values of value, the values of value represents may or may not be unique, may or may not be unique, may or may not be unique. The elements of dict object must be enclosed within curly braces, and whose elements and whose key comma value pair must be separated by colon, syntactically I am explaining ma, colon, and terminated by semicolon. In the bracket symbol I am writing. Terminated by semicolon. Comma na semicolon? Just okay, good. Comma. Separated by comma. Nice. Now, to convert, and this is an important point, you will get doubt also. Sir, we will convert one type of value to another type of value, means you will get another doubt. What is the doubt? Sir, we cannot convert tuple into this list into tuple, but I will tell you one technique. There is a special case method, that is. So actually this point is important. To convert, I will tell you that. Write down. One type of values into dict type, we use dict function, and it can also use to create empty dict object, to convert, sorry, this is to convert one type of values into dict type. We use dict of, and it can also use to create empty dict object. An object of dict is mutable. Mutable in the sense, don't ask me, I want to alter the key name. Key name is not possible. Once you take STNO, it is STNO only. You cannot change STNO as SNO. Are you getting? Value you can update. That's why even if you want, in the mutability, if you want, keys are immutable, values are mutable. That point you can remember. Okay, right, done. Next, this is about points of what? Come on. Yes, dict. Now I will go for creating a dictionary. Write down. Create, subheading you write. Create a dict. If any points are there, we will write on the same spot. Create a dict. How many ways are there to create a dict? 2 ways. Come on, tell me, all of you. One is called empty dict. Yes, write down. We can create two types of dicts, two types of dict objects, They are A. A. Empty dict object. Empty dict. B. Non-empty dict. Non-empty dict. Subheading. Syntax for empty dict. Syntax for empty dict. Two types of dicts. One is called empty dict. One more is called non-empty dict. Now we are going for syntax for empty dict. Please tell me what is the syntax? Come on. Variable name is equal to, or dict object is equal to, dict obj is equal to, come on, empty curly brace, or tell me. You need to speak. Dict object obj is equal to dict of. Write down. Dict empty curly braces, empty curly brace. Dict obj is equal to dict of. Example. D1 is equal to like this, or I can say or. One more I can say there only. D1 is equal to dict of. Print of D1 comma type of D1. What is printed, ma? Empty is printed. Next what? Class dict. Write down. Class dict. That is empty. There, how do you add the elements to the non-empty dict? To the empty dict, I want to add what? Keys as well as values. Shall we write? Syntax for, write down. Syntax for adding key comma keys as keys and values. To whom? Adding keys and values to whom? Empty dict object. Syntax for adding keys and values to empty dict object. Yes, I forget. Tell me how to add it. Dict obj syntax man matladedi. I am talking about syntax. Dict obj of key name 1 is equal to value 1. I will talk about that. Dict obj of key, listen first, key name 2 is equal to what? Val 2. See guys, this key name may be numeric key or maybe string key. If it is a string key, write in single quote or double quotes. You write whatever you like. And if it is a numerical key, we should not write the double quotes. I will give it as a note point. So on, see. So on what? I will write here. What is that now? 1 minute. Don't write. First understand the syntax perfectly. Of key n is equal to, what is this? Value n. See here students. Here if key name is str type, then key name must be written within single oblique double quotes. Right? If key name is what type? Key name is which type? Non-str type. If key name is numeric type, is which type? Numeric type. And dear students, don't come and ask me, sir, I want to take float keys. Float keys will you take? Is it meaningful? Keys must be integer. Roll number is what? Integer value or float value? Account number, employee number, all of them are integer. Please don't expect that. Numeric. If key name is what? Numerics. Then we write key name directly without what? Quotes. This is an important point. And the key names can be directly without quotes. And the key names can be numeric as well as STRs, because that meaning says that only. If the key name is STR type, key name must be written within single quote or double quotes. If I am writing, if key name is what? Numerics, we write a key name directly without quotes. I will give example also. Write down up to that. Example I will take. If any doubts are there, please welcome. Yes, ma, the student. Okay, same doubt is asking. Satyam, you are asking the same doubt around 10-15 times. My dear student, you just see once, see the Jupyter book. Here I said somewhere else, Satyam, you see, this is called what? SNO, name and marks. Here how many things are there? SNO, name and marks. Three keys are there. How to append the data? D of C name is equal to OUCET. What is that? Is it appended or not? Appended or not? Once you listen the class carefully, no doubts will come. Right or not? So Satyam, respond. Write down that. Why I will write those many points? That will cover our doubts of everybody. How I know that you have these doubts? Because I am seeing from long span of teaching career, I know what the micro level doubt student will get it. Example, I will go for it. Now you are saying yes, sir. Already it was there. Now, example I am taking. What is the dictionary created? What is the dictionary created, ma? D1. Which dictionary this is? Empty. Shall we add the data? Yes, tell me. Now I want to add STNO. STNO is the key. 123 is the value. Tell me how do you write it? I am waiting for everybody. D1 of, come on ma, single quote, STNO, single quote, is equal, bracket, is equal to 123. 123. Okay na? Next, D1 of, I want to take college code. College code and name. College code and name. Code. 12. And see, some college code is, it is a combination of character plus numeric. Character plus numeric is what? String only. Character plus numeric is string only. That time I will write within where again? Yes. How you think about it? How you know? C12 is looking like a variable only. That variable value is not there. That's why we need to write within single quote. Are you understanding? 12 is equal to OUCET. That's it. Print D1. Print D1. Output is STNO colon 123 comma 12 colon OUCET. This is an output. Now you will add one more. I want to update this D1 with place. In which place that OUCET is available? Place is equal to Hyderabad. What is the place? Key. Which type? str type. How do you add? D1 of, come on ma, place is equal to HYD, print of D1, print of D1. So you will get comma place colon HYD. I will show the same thing for you. Which dictionary it is? Non-empty dictionary, values are added. Already shown one example. This example also I want to show you at a Python command prompt. Shall I show you that? Yes. Look at that. Coming to the what ma? Completed, not completed? Write down. Completed? So instead of waiting, you go through that. Keep the mobile in the packet. Mobile is a dangerous when you are in the class. Now, ma, line number, you tell me. 32, okay. Okay, dict, Y is there, okay. Okay, that you correct ma. So school teacher is like a school teacher, you are correcting me. Very good. Thanks for your concentration. Very, very favorite student of mine. Daily you come to the class because whenever I do the correction, something, please update. Very good. I like it because that type of observation is required. They are most sincere student actually, in my view. And you have written DACY, you have written. You have written, I know. You have written. Huh? Okay. Anyhow, ma, please concentrate. Finished, na? Okay, ma. Right, look at. Yes. D1 is equal to dict of weekly. Print of D1. Empty. What is that? Empty. Shall I add the data? I will bring it. So I will bring the same data. Print of what? D1. Print of D1. I will get it. STNO is what column? STR column. 12 is what column? Numeric column. Okay. Now you go for append one more thing. Appending is nothing but adding something at the end. Print again D1. It is done. Are you okay? Right. This is done. Can I update the values of my dict? Can I update? How? Dict object of STNO. If it is numerical column value you are updating, say that it is 100. Print of D1. What is that, updated or not? 123 is updated to what? 100. Now I want to create what? Non-empty dict. Shall we? Write down. This is a creation of what? Syntax for creating, syntax for empty dict, and syntax for adding the keys also. Now you go for syntax for creating non-empty dict. Syntax for creating non-empty dict. Tell me. So I'm waiting for your answer. Dict obj is equal to, come on fast. Keys may be numerics, keys may be strs. Come on, fast. Key name 1, colon, value 1, comma, I will go on taking. Key name 1, key name 2, value 2, so on. Where? Key name n, value n, finished. Example. D1 is equal to STNO colon 100, comma 12 colon OUCET, comma place is equal to colon HYD, print of D1, print of D1, print of D1, 100, 12, place. So I will also type very carefully, otherwise my most sincere student will correct me. Very good. Really, that commitment is required. They will say something, but we should not come out of that. Our sincerity. Okay, done. Now I want to say, how do you update the dict values? First complete it. How do you update the dict values? Already you have your friend name is there in your mobile. Phone number was there. He changed his number. What you will do? You will go to his name, edit it, and only you will change the value. Name was already there. And what are you doing? Changing the value of value. Tell me. Write down. Updating the values of dict. Updating the values of dict. So this I am explaining something different. Updating the values of dict. Syntax. Come on. Dict obj of. I am waiting for you. So I am expecting. So he is saying, sir, syntax is correct, sir. What syntax? Syntax is correct, ma. That's why it is working also now. Right. Maybe in middle some disconnection may be taking place. During I am giving the example, disconnected. We should not, we have to think about in all the directions first. For everything, don't laugh because they may feel, but they don't see. Right. Come on. Of, yes, key name is equal to new value. What is that? New value. I will write one special point here. What is the special point? Can anybody can say? If key name is already existing in dict obj, then old value is replaced with what value? New value. If key name is already existing in dict obj, then the old value is replaced with a new value. This is one case. What is another case? It will be taken as inserted entry. If key name is not there, what will happen? It will create it as a new entry. Doubt? Doubt? Ma? If key name is already existing in which object? Old value is replaced with what value? New value. New value, this one. New value, this one only. New value. If key name is not existing in which object? Dict obj. Then what is happening? Key name comma value, key name comma new value is inserted newly. Inserted newly in which object? Dict obj. Example. D1 is equal to, just only two columns I will take. 10 AI, 11 Python. Okay. Now I am taking D1 of 10 is DS, data science. Now you tell me, what is this entry? Updated entry or new entry? Updated entry. Why? That value key 10 is already existing or not? Yes. Print of D1. What is an output? What is an output, guys? 10 DS, comma 11 colon Python. 11 colon Python. 11 colon Python. Next one I am writing D1 of some 12 colon something like web DEV, web development. Now tell me what is happening. Equal to web development. What entry it is? Is it a new entry or new existing entry? New entry. Why new entry? Because the 12 is not within the existing one or not. That's why it is taken as what? It is taken as what? Right. Now D1 of print of what? D1. Print of D1. What is the answer? Same answer will come with what entry? New entry. So 10 is equal to DS, 11 is equal to Python, comma, what? 12 colon web development. Emma, what is your doubt is clarified? Now I heard one student came in morning. He joined one place, crash course, Python crash course, crash. That because of that nothing will happen. Next. Functions in dict. Functions in dict. Functions in dict. Okay, na? What are the functions in list? Append, add. Now, come everything and say That is called another data type called list set. Right? Like that, so many functions are there. In functions are there, right? Those functions are, look at, I will just write it and we will do it. So unique functions I will write it. One is called what? Getter. One more is called what? Values. Don't write it, don't write it, don't write. Listen. Next, third I am writing. This is a tomorrow's discussion. I'm just keeping the next discussion. Next is called what? Keys. Next is called fourth, called what? Values. Values over items. Items. Next, fifth is called what? Pop. And sixth is called what? Pop item. Pop item. Pop item. Next, we will go for seventh is called what? Copy. You know copy already. What is the copy? Shallow copy. That you already know. Right? Like this. Eighth is nothing but what? Clear. What is that function? Clear. These are all, these other functions, these are the new functions which you are going to learn it. In tomorrow's class, when I come back, we are going to discuss these functions. With tomorrow, I am going to complete that. With one more data type is a last. What is that? None type. That is only 2 minutes. That is only 2 minutes. With that, we are discussing complete data types. Okay, now? Right. Now, this is going to be, after this dictate data type is over, I will save it into my place. I will save tomorrow class into the dictate data type. Tomorrow class I will upload in the Google Drive class. Okay. And now 6 o'clock, new Python batch is there. Any friends you already might be informed or not, I don't know. And a new Core Java batch is started in today's 11 o'clock. Tomorrow 11 o'clock, new Core Java batch. And today 6 o'clock, new Python batch will start. Right. Thank you. Good day for all of you.